Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're here with episode
7.
of The Secret of Us. Hope y'all all are doing wonderful. Let's get straight into this video. Lada needs to know what deals were made behind her back. Dr. New has no idea Rusami would say anything about marriage. Lada don't believe what he's saying because he went along with everything. Dr. New honestly want to marry Lada. Lada is confused because they never fell for each other. He talked about he'll wait for her. Lada lets it be known she's already in love with someone, so there's no need to waste time. Dr. New we don't have a say in this. I'm like, see, that's the problem. You two are grown-ups and aren't allowed to say what you want in regards to your life. Is wild to me. Anyway, Lada goes to confront her mom, telling her she ain't an object. Rest makes it clear she's the parent and has every right to choose what's best for Lada. Lada ain't accepting none of this shit. Rusami uses Lada's stubbornness as the reason why she's doing this. Lada pivots and begs Rusami that don't work. Lada must marry Dr. New because he's the best for her, and what Rusami says is the best. I'm so relieved that my mom don't give a damn about what's going on with me, because I couldn't live like this. Rusami thinks everything she does is right and trying to overcorrect the flaw that she think Lada has, aka man, with a woman, by marrying her off with a man. This is very dangerous. Back to the show. Ern sees the headlines about Dr. New and Lada and is in disbelief. Lada comes home wondering if Ern's seen the news and tells her she was completely blindsided by that interview. Ern asks if Lada is tired. Lada is extremely tired. I'm like, last episode, Lada was saying she was tired and exhausted. I see why. Lada and Ern need a vacation. Just nothing but chaos is in their life at all times. Anyway, Ern got Lada. Lada is thankful. Ern gives Lada some TLC. They kiss a bit.
The next day.
Dr. New comes to the hospital with flowers for Lada. Tan tells him that she's with a patient. Dr. New will just wait. Tan thinks that will be a waste of time. Dr. New is already here and will go to the doctor's lounge, where Lada is, unmoved by his apology. Dr. New insists that he really does like Lada. Lada like, you saying that when you're hurting me. Even if I had no one, we still couldn't love each other, because I can't love someone like you. I'm like, I think Lada isn't just talking about him being a man right here. She may be also talking about him just falling in line and sticking to the status quo. She can't be with a person like that. Even though Ern kind of did the same thing when it came to saving her mom, but yeah. Bo, like, you were way too harsh on Dr. New. Lada tells her, New knows I don't like him like that and still wants to marry me. Bo want to know if Lada will ever marry a man. Lada won't. She loves Ern. Bo asks if Lada ready for the backlash. Lada is. I'm like, yeah, standing up for yourself is good, especially when you know you're doing nothing wrong. No matter how many people think this is wrong, you being with a woman, it's not. Anyway, Dr. New and Tan go to a cafe. Tan apologizes on Lada's behalf. Tan noticed Dr. New been constantly trying to win Lada over and questions if he really wants to marry Lada that much, or is he trying to please the family. Dr. New admits that the marriage will push the family business forward. Tan asks if Dr. New truly loves Lada. Dr. New is doubting it. I'm like, I can get you're doing this for the family, but after the second time Lada turned you down, I would have got the hint. I know it would have disappointed the family, but I tried. New is with Rusami. She asks if there's been any conversation about the wedding. New like, nah, it's already hard making small talk. Rusami says, you can't back out now, cause I announced y'all's marriage to the public. Plus, our family's business is on the line. You gotta marry Lada. I'm like, he don't have to. You want them to marry cause of the business, and you can't stand the idea of your kid being with a woman, cause it'll ruin the family's image or whatever. But okay. Rusami informs Lada that there's a hospital management training happening in Pattaya tomorrow, and she gotta go cause she'll eventually manage the hospital. Lada asks, will I be alone? New will be there, says Rusami. Bruh, I promise you, I would have left right there after she said his name, because what the fuck do you keep pressing the same issue for? Lada did everything you wanted, except marry this man. She can't perform the straightness you want her to, because she's not. Anyway, Lada like, you want me to attend the training or go to Pattaya with Dr. New? Rusami wants Lada to just do what she says. Dr. New has arrived in Pattaya, only to find Tan there.
Flashback.
Lada tells Tan to go to the training with Dr. New.
End of flashback.
Tan says Lada is busy, so that's the reason he's here. Rusami is shocked that Lada is still at the hospital instead of in Pattaya. Lada says she had an urgent case and sent Tan in her place since he took management classes with her.
Much later.
Ern posed a hypothetical question to Lada, saying, if you learned your mom did something behind your back without you knowing, would you be mad? Lada says, why? Ern was just asking. Over to Dr. New. He's drinking and thinking about life. Tan appears wondering what's on his mind. He thinking about what Tan told him. Dr. New is honest. He's never asked himself what he wanted. All this time he's just been a robot. Tan want to know what his heart is saying. New don't know. He needs time to figure out what his heart truly wants. Tan could help him figure it out. They lean towards each other and Dr. New passes out on Tan. Like, damn, Tan almost got what he wanted, but I'm glad he didn't take the opportunity because Snoop been drinking and needs to figure out his feelings. Lada and Ern is in a state of bliss, and Ern wants to be like this with Lada every day. She wants Lada to be the last person she sees before falling asleep and the first person she sees when she wakes. Lada want to find time to go on a trip together. They're going to Italy. Lada says because she want to take Ern on a boat ride in Venice and float away. They kiss and whatever. I'm like, yeah, y'all need a vacation for real. Disconnect and enjoy each other's company. Anyway, Rusamy comes in the dad office mad about him being cool with Lada being with Ern again. The dad, like, as she should be. They could have been together years ago if you hadn't interfered and broke them up. Like, correct, Rusamy shouldn't have stayed out of it, just like the dad did. He continues, you instigated things and threatened Ern, forcing her to leave Lada, then manipulated Lada, making them misunderstand each other without caring about Lada's feelings. Rusamy talk about she did it because she means well. The dad, like, no, you were selfish. People like you realize your mistake when it's too late. Lada hears all this and is heartbroken by her mom's manipulation.
Flashback.
We see Rusamy comes to comfort her daughter during her breakup that she caused. She still lies to Lada saying she saw Ern was with a man. He must have been her new boyfriend, and Ern used him to help her mom get the treatment and has no use for Lada anymore.
End of flashback.
Lada is fed up and packs her things to leave. Rusamy arrives at home and asks what Lada's doing. Lada is moving with Ern because she heard everything. Rusamy saw Lada was in pain but let her suffer for years. Lada tries to leave. Rusamy follows to stop her, telling her the reason she did all this is because she loved Lada and wanted the best for her. Lada, like, you wanted the best for me by causing me pain and sadness? That's not love or care. I've done what you wanted, but have you realized I was never happy? Starting now, I'll choose what you think is wrong. I'll choose to love Ern. Rusamy slaps Lada. I'm not gonna hold you. Lada ain't tell no lies. Rusamy foul for slapping Lada, but that's cause she can't handle the truth. Rusamy just is a person that can't handle truths. Lada is at Ern's house. She tells Ern she knows everything now. Inside, Lada apologizes to Ern cause she now knows how much Ern was hurting and think it's her fault. Ern is fine with it, but doesn't want Lada to blame herself because she was never mad with her. Lada makes her happy. Lada won't let anyone sabotage their relationship again. Ern asks if Lada is sure Lada will follow her heart this time. Ern want to know about Lada's place at the hospital. Lada left her job over to Tan and Bo. Lada eats with Tan and Bo. Tan is saddened because it's the last time they eat together. Lada tells him not to be so dramatic. They eat outside the hospital. But, like, you sure about this? You can still change your mind. Lada says yes, she's leaving and cutting ties with everything pertaining to the hospital. She want a fresh start and rely on her own abilities back to Rusamy and the husband. The dad says, we don't own Lada. Let her walk the path she wants. Rusamy can't accept it. She raised Lada, instilled good values in her, and made her a dedicated doctor, but everything is ruined because of Ern. I'm like, no, it ain't. It's because you a conniving snake that likes to bend people situations to your own benefit. She continues, how can women love each other? Well, ma'am, how can anyone love anyone? It's the same. Man, get off my screen, bro. Like, I don't understand why y'all be confused about it. Anyway, they can't build a good family. It's impossible. She just want to talk to Lada. Rusamy says she ain't spanked Lada, but acknowledge she hurt her. Rusamy cries and collapses to the ground. And that concludes episode 7 of The Secret of Us. Wow, I'm glad Lada washed her hands of the hospital and her mom because it was exhausting her. And finally found out her mom was the reason for all of the heartbreak. I'm relieved that Dr. New has finally seen he was being used and will figure out his true feelings. Now, I don't know how Rusamy really feels everything she did was out of love for Lada. She really saw Lada at her lowest and still came to play like a concerned mom. Also, I don't know why she think Ern used them just to get her mother treatment. Lada was the one who offered to help Ern's mom. Ern never asked for Lada to do so. Rusamy just on some bullshit and wanted to break Lada and Ern up. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you want more content from me, comment, share, like, subscribe the video. Be safe. Later, y'all.